Hi guys and welcome to my channel. My name is Lev. I'm a photographer and filmmaker from Hamburg, Germany, and today we're going to talk about 7 items in my camera bag that I wouldn't miss anymore for the world. This is not necessarily about lenses, even though I'm holding one in my hand right now. This is about all the equipment surrounding your camera body, your lenses. If you're into photography and videography, there will probably be some things in here of value for you. So this is a new concept I'm doing. This is one take Thursdays. I'm gonna try to rush through these as quickly as I can, not doing it too perfectly because I think I can work on that. I can work on doing things more rough and not as perfect as maybe commercial stuff. And I realized that I take way too long for these to edit. So bear with me if I talk a little bit of nonsense, then I hope it's not too bad. All right, let's get started. Alright, so the very first thing is one thing that actually one of my favorite YouTubers already talked upon. It's a top handle, and Mark Bone, if you're watching this, dude, I'm a huge fan. Actually, it resonated very much with me when he talked about the usage of a top handle instead of, you know, just like modern videographers used to or are using a lot of gimbals instantly or Steadicams, and I think it gives your footage a way more organic feel. Of course, it depends on what kind of style you're going for, but for me, who does a lot of documentary or just running gun shooting, a top handle has been one of the best ways to kind of stabilize my footage but also keep the organic movement in there. So a top handle is a definitely a must-have for me. This is quite a small one from Small HD. Everything I'm talking about, I will drop the links down below, so if you want to see anything, then just look down below. The second thing is an on-video mic. I do a lot of video with original sounds, so when I didn't have this and I just had on-camera sound, it sounded so awful, and I always had to go into sound libraries and try to find something that would match the scenery, but in my head it always sounded fake, it always sounded misplaced, even though I had a lot of knowledge about how to manipulate it so it would look great to others. It was something that always kind of messed with me because I like to see something true to life, true to how I felt back then. So this is one of my essentials basically. The third thing actually is a loading station, I would call it, of some sort, for multiple batteries to charge at once. So I have a lot of different camera gear and a lot of different camera batteries, and each of those camera batteries or monitor batteries have to be charged. And most of them, if you buy them from Amazon, from a third-party supplier, which is not the original Canon or Sony lenses, you will find that they give you some charging stations with it, but mostly it's through USB, and nobody got time to wait for your old Mac or MacBook to load up your camera battery. So I really like to get some of these loading stations so you can charge multiple batteries at once. You just plug them in. Don't worry about it, they will do their thing, and then the next time you're shooting, all your batteries will be charged. You tend to forget some if you only have these USB chargers. The fourth one is actually a small but powerful light, and I found this one also through one of my favorite YouTubers here. It's Mark Bone, who actually advised every one of his viewers to get this. It's the F7 Pocketlite. It's a light that you can actually set the white balance, you can give it more or less power. You have different sceneries, for example, like a fire truck. So as you can see, you have different sceneries. For example, this is lightning. You got a police car, which is actually only an American police car, so here in Germany we can't really use it. for a scene. And you can just choose any RGB color. So this is great to have accents in the back, which I would normally have. You can use them to light a subject really easily with one hand and the other filming if you're doing run and gun type shoots. Or one-man shows like I do a lot of. So this helps a lot, and you actually get a honeycomb grid and a diffuser of some sort to actually make it softer or more directional. So these are awesome. Now these two lenses I wouldn't necessarily put into the lens category, because for me these are experimental kind of lenses. I only pack out these during a shoot when I have everything that I planned out. So if every shot from the shot list is done, I will pack out these babies and try some experimental stuff. Now these are Canon FD lenses. They look great, they have great characteristics, but for most commercial use you will need kind of lenses, either Cine lenses or Canon L series lenses, or some kind of sort of modern lenses that produce great sharpness and overall a look of commercial or corporate feel to it if you're selling your videos. These have a great aesthetic and they work great on music videos and narrative storytelling, but they're not always the greatest option for commercial use. So I only try to experiment with these once in a while if I have the time. So this is actually an accessory to me and not a staple lens. Another thing is the thing I'm talking in right now. It's a Rode mic. It's called Großmembran-Kondensator Mikrofon. I can't bother to find out the English translation. I'll probably put it in the subtitles. So this is a voiceover mic. You can use it for podcasts, for singing, for which I will not do, but you can use it for a lot of ways. I mostly use it to do voiceovers for my own videos. So if I do a video and I want to do a voiceover, this is one of the best ways to do it, because your voice will seem professional and very nice and clear, which with these you will not achieve the same outcome. I've tried, believe me, it will not sound the same. Also, this doesn't have noise. So the basic noise level for this microphone, you will always hear it. So even though it's not picking up any sound, you will hear a bass noise in there. And you really, for voiceovers, you need to have a microphone that is very sound clear, and yeah, it just sounds professional, nice. So I got this one with a pop filter for canceling out the and noises, which is great, and it's really not expensive. It costs even less than this one. You will need a audio interface, but those are also very affordable, so it's a great setup. And if you're having the Creative Cloud for post-processing, you can use Adobe Audition, which comes for free in the cloud subscription. Now for the last one, I will talk about something that I don't think a lot of people have talked about. So talking about camera backpacks, and I really love this one. Why do I love this one? Because firstly, it doesn't look like a camera backpack. Now, if you're abroad and doing a lot of travel shooting, you will find that a lot of people warn you in some countries that there is a lot of pickpocketers. Now, some of these backpacks, camera backpacks that you can find out there currently, have a kind of pocket in the back, so you can only access it from the back, so it's not as easy for thieves to get to your stuff. But I think one of the best ways to actually not get on the radar at all is just have a backpack that doesn't look like a camera backpack, and it also looks really nice. I don't know why, but I think most camera bag manufacturers produce a product that looks kind of nerdy. And I don't mean it in a bad way, but it always looks kind of dorky when you run around with those, maybe like not peak design or something like that, but most camera backpacks look pretty bad. And I was really, happy when I found this one. I think it's made from a company that actually only makes this for women. It's called Camrette. It's an Australian company, I think. And yeah, I think they market mostly to women, but I really liked it, and it's quite big, so it fits me and fits my style, and it has a lot of room in there. And For most shootings, I will actually use cases. So big cases you can just load into the vehicle and, you know, get to the set, to location set. But if you're doing run and gun shooting, travel style shooting, where your equipment is very minimal, very basic, and you don't want to carry around huge, really large and heavy camera cases, then this is the perfect option. It's a great camera bag, it's big, it's protective, and yeah, that's basically my essentials, which I wouldn't like to miss at all. I think there's probably 10,000 more I didn't think of right now, but yeah. This is a quick and dirty video, 11 minutes. This was not as quick as I expected it to be. But anyways, I hope you guys, I don't know, seen something that interests you, that adds up to your collection. And yeah, I think this is it. Enjoy your quarantine, stay at home, stay safe. Peace out. See you next time. До свидания.